What happened? What happened? Something happened. Something happened. Okay. There we go. There it is. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday night. Y'all know what time it is.
Hi, guys.
Uh-oh. Look who we got here. Look at here. Look at here.
It's his eye.
What's up, China?
Not much. What's up?
Come in here tonight. Looking all fantabulous. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Coming in here like she got a date tonight, y'all. After the show or something. You know? How you doing? How is your Friday treating you?
I'm amazing. I'm rejuvenated.
Rejuvenation.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'll get to the business while we waiting on Keisha. Yeah, Keisha.
Thanks, Beth.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Come on in the chat and do what you do. Do what we do. Do what we do. I see China was in the chat first, followed by Latu Haruna. Beth Mikey, I see you. My man Will Power. Facts 100. Beautiful butterfly. Brit Brat. How you doing? Kimberly Ortiz in the building. Up in here. What's up, Tressa? I see you, Yvette. Yvette Panay. Like Eric Benet. It's Yvette Panay. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jennifer? How you doing? How's everybody? Andrea Davis. Janae. Reynolds McDougal. How you doing? Janae. New England Beauty. Mo Better. How y'all doing this evening? What's up, Emma? Fauzia. What's up, Fauzia? Kimberly K. Emma. What's up, Emma? Jay Waters. Shaylo. What's going on, good people? There go Audrey. What's up, Audrey? What's up, Tressa? William Jackson in the building. I see you, Facts 100. Keisha Spady. Shay Hines. What's up? Pony Up. Kansas. Not Wisconsin, but Kansas in the house. What's up, Andrea? Keisha. Tehran. Felicia. Chitto. What's up, Audrey? Beautiful butterfly. Emma. K. Pooh. Gold light. Too bright. She Barney. Barhi. Yeah. What's up, Lillian? What's up, Christina? Keisha, Liberty. I know. Divine intervention. What's up, Francine? Christina, Lillian. There they go. Sherry Core's in the building. What's up, Divine Intervention? Linda Evelyn. She Barhi. Is that you, Tehran? I see you, Tehran. Tehran bringing the side up in here. There we go. Dez. What's up, Dez? I see you. There go Rockwell. Yes, indeed. And Honeybee Lee. I think I shouted everybody. Hey, Keish, what you doing, Keish? Where you at? Where you at? Sometimes, you got to call Keish, you know what I'm saying? Like, Keish, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Yeah. Can I shout out the wonderful people over there at Sponsorship Land? Yes, I'm going to do it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, I will. Yes, I can. I know I can. Who made that song? Yes, I know I can. I think that was Jaheim, wasn't it?
What?
That girl ate Ola. Mm-hmm. I see you. She is a sponsor. Yes, indeed. Yes, she is. Yvette Panay. Thank you so much for that super chat. Yes, in Houston. Yes, indeed. She said, break the cycle, y'all. Break the cycle. I ain't gonna never forget my girl Connie Barnes. Connie, thank you so much. Coming out and shouting out and all that stuff. What's going on, China? What's happening?
Oh boy, if I told you what's happening with me, oh my God, it's always something.
Always?
Yes.
Always.
Second job stressing me out. It
happens.
crazy.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, come on in the chat. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Show some love. Participate. Congratulate. Participate. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on in here, y'all. Tonight, y'all know what we're talking about? You guessed it. You guessed it. The narcissist. Same thing we always talk about. Yeah. And we're going to keep talking about it. Yeah. You know why? Because we need to. That's right. That's what's up, living my best life. Yeah, because we need to. Elizabeth G, I see you. Yeah, tonight we're going to start off with, you will never, ever, man, start raining. You ain't ever going to feel secure in an entanglement with a narcissist. You will never. Okay, Keith. Okay. There you go. There we go. There it is. There it is. There you go. Okay, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Ain't that crazy? So now it's having trouble with my connection. Good gracious, man. This internet, Joe. Somebody call Beyonce and tell her the internet acting up again, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. Keish, go to the top of the chat. Go to the top of the chat. If you can still go to it, man, this is crazy. What is that? I don't get it. Okay, I tried it. Let me try that one, Keish. Try that one right there. My goodness, man. What is up with this internet, man? How my internet start acting up, though? Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, there we go, Keish. So, whoa, we made it through another week. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Say the bark flees once you, oh, the narc flees once you stop giving them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm trying to, let Keisha get into the chat. Let her get on board before we blast off up in here. You know, hey Keisha, I was able to get it back in there again. I hope that you were able to find it. I'll put it in there again. Oh, there she go. There she go. I guess the internet is acting slow. It's acting crazy tonight. That ain't
Hi,
nothing new.
everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
It could be me. It's probably mad at me.
There she go. What's up, Keish? How you
Good
doing?
advice.
Everything all right?
Yes, it's a wonderful time. Not free. You really, it's hard to have a bad day. Challenges come, but being not free, you will get through those challenges with a smile.
Good, excellent point. Excellent point. So we're gonna start this out tonight, y'all, with a question. I got a question. So, have you ever been in a narcissistic relationship and felt secure in that relationship? And when I say secure, I mean you felt the person loved you, that they cared, that they would not betray you. You trusted them wholeheartedly, all the way. That's a
I
question,
felt
ladies.
like a person was obsessed. I mean, I don't think that would be the same as love and secure. I felt like imprisoned. Let me think what other words you can use. Secured in a cell. But, not really. No, you can never feel that. It's chaos. They operate on the demonic currency of chaos. So you would never feel peace and serenity. It's just not within their DNA. It's not in their makeup.
Okay.
I want to say, no, the point is to confuse you and to keep you walking on eggshells. You never feel loved, you never feel secure because from day one, they never even really let you believe that you are in a relationship. It's you're always questioning, so what are we doing? So what are we?
What
It's
are we? What we
never
doing?
security
What
in
is
that
this?
relationship. And one minute they'll make you feel like you're in one, and the next then they'll pull back and you feel like what just happened here? Everything was going
Mhm.
good. That's the point, is to keep you off balance so you can never feel secure, so you can never express your emotions, so that you can never express your feelings where they would have to cater to your needs. It's to have their needs met, not yours.
Yeah, and you will have to identify, like, what is your definition of love? That's what I find very hard for people even in a practice to identify when they say, "Well, I love this person," or "They love me so much." They don't. They have a distortion of what love is. A lot of people do. People say like love is a feeling, love is this, or love is an emotion. They go back to that basics of what is love. And if they've abandoned like the biblical definition of it, they have no idea what love is. So love is patient, kind, um, it don't boast, it don't envy, it's not easily angered. All of those things comprise of love. So if you ever felt love in the sense of the true definition, no, you never feel that. Do you feel
Mm.
adoration sometimes? Yes. Do you feel obsession? Of course. Like I've had, portraits drawn of me. I've had flowers and you have all of that stuff, the chocolate, the teddy bears, the notes, the love notes, and you have all of these things that they do, but they
Mm.
do it in spurts for one, and they do it after y'all just went to court because it was a huge fight, or you just got, went to the hospital because they beat you up, or it's always some crazy, and you caught him cheating at the hotel, and you just fought him and the girl. It's like all of this stuff has happened, and now it's this show of adoration, but it's not really adoration, it's manipulation. Even if they do the sweet, oh, I got this Valentine's package for you. Like, they like to do things for a show, because they not only show their friends like, oh yeah, I got this, look how I treat my girl, blah blah blah. They show other, supply out there that they dealing with, about their whole potential of relationship, because they always got females or males or whoever watching them to, be next in line. They go always, so they always got, guys and girls, probably text too, watching to be the next one, or probably being with them on the side. But it's not love. Love is, you don't have to give me flowers because we had a fight. We don't fight. We don't get physical. Love is like, you didn't embarrass me, or you didn't do all of these things. That's love, because it always protects. So
Their
when you
def-
Love. Oh, you
definition
said
of
what is?
their
love,
definition of their definition of love is I'm here. And that's all. Their presence is supposed to mean I love you. And a
yeah,
lot of times we don't understand when they just out of the blue give us these gifts and stuff. It's not really just necessarily because they trying to show us that they love us. That other person was mad at them and didn't want it. So they brought it to us. So you got to understand
right.
that too. It's not all, it's always something behind what they do. It's a motive behind what they do. And
Yeah,
sometimes that other person is mad at them and don't want their gifts, and they'll bring it to you. Sometimes they'll buy that other person something and they'll take it from them and bring it to you. That's just how they work. Their definition, they don't know the meaning of love. They get it from their caregiver, and their caregiver just showed them that I'm here. So that means I love you. I don't have to tell you, I don't have to show you. And that's why sometimes they say, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be here, because that's their definition of love.
and it'd be crazy
I
gifts
think
that
that
you
their
don't even
definition
want.
of love, I think a definition of love to a narcissist is, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't have hit you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have cheated on you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have stole your money. I wouldn't lie to you if I didn't love you.
Right. I had to break into your bank account because I love you so much. I just wanted you to have a decent meal. Yeah, I took $200 for myself, but I wanted you to eat too. Like, that's the stuff.
Oh my God.
It's like, it's crazy stuff. And when the first husband tried to give the gift of that cruddy fur coat, I don't even know whose fur coat it was. I don't know if he could have robbed this old lady, but it looked like a coat. I guess he got it from an old lady. I don't know. That's what he said. Some old lady gave away some coat, and then he was mad because I didn't want to wear the coat. But it's not. It wasn't even a fur coat. It was like a fur throw around. I don't know. I said I don't even
So it was a
like.
faux something.
Right. But he had his new person wear it, and made sure he sent the pictures. I was like, I don't care. That coat looked like something from the 80s. He was in the early 2000s. It's like, dynasty is over. We don't do work like that.
Ooh,
That was
man,
supposed to be a grateful moment. Like, you're supposed to be grateful of an unwanted gift, because they want loyalty. The kingdom of darkness demands loyalty. They don't know love. Love doesn't exist. They don't know God. That's not there. But loyalty, that scripture say, you either love one, hate the other. That's God's kingdom. You love the things that God hates sin, or you are loyal to one and despise the other. So they gonna despise everything good, because the kingdom of darkness demands loyalty only. As long as you loyal, don't tell no secrets of things that go on in the family. Don't talk about that stuff. Do shenanigans with them. They want the shenanigans done. Don't talk about the little dirt that you do. Make sure they're getting some money. Don't talk about their crimes. All of that stuff. That's loyalty. But you got to give yourself completely up in order to be loyal to a nut, because they demand it all. It's kingdom
mm,
of
mm.
darkness.
Well, you know, So I see nobody jumped in there and said, "Yeah, I felt secure." It's so ironic. I will say, I would call it ironic that everybody has the exact same things in common with their the narc situation they dealt with. You're not going to feel secure. You're not going to have a relationship that you can even talk about, let alone brag about. That's a joke. You're never going to be able to. That's we thrive off of being able to say that the person that I'm dealing with is so incredible, so wonderful, so this, so that. My spouse, is a great cook. My spouse, we talk about this and we conversate all the time, and it's just so incredible being with this person. These are things we never got to say. I should have titled the show that things you never got to say while you were with the narc. Psh, my spouse loves me. I mean, and I know it, and it feels incredible, and so forth and so on. My spouse respects me. They do this and they show their respect and show their honor towards me and show me all of this love, and it's genuine. It's genuine. It's not something that changes from day to day, from hour to minute and minute to hour. It's always, and anytime we have a problem, anytime that something comes up, we resolve it. We resolve it with the utmost respect, and I never have a unsecure moment. God, those are things you never got to say. You never got to say. My spouse is such a wonderful wife or husband. My spouse is I trust them with my life. I trust this person with my life. This person is genuinely loves me, loves my family, respects my family. My family loves my spouse. Everybody. It's such a great time when their family comes over and my family comes over, and we get to, just fellowship together and all of these things. These are things you never got to say. Things you never got to say. A lifestyle you never got to enjoy while with the narc. And I'm saying I'm saying this partially because I do want to say at the end that and somehow we still think that they went to the next situation and fooled everybody else in their family, and they just were this incredible person and they loved everyone. And guys, one thing about not just one thing, several things about these people, but I'm just going to talk about this specific one right here. That, man, I don't care who they go to, when they get there, how they get to this person. Listen, if y'all not with the narc right now, they somewhere driving somebody crazy right now. They are not somewhere enjoying their time, enjoying life, living it up, holding hands. That other person is not somewhere holding hands with the narc. They're
I
not.
thought you was gonna say driving somebody's car.
Face and all of this romantic stuff that you be thinking that they somewhere doing this, and they are not doing any of that. And as a matter of fact, if just by chance, the other person decides, hey, to hold their hand, to try to be all up under the narc, to be kissy, lovey dovey, and all that, that relationship's over tonight.
Oh my gosh.
It's over tonight.
But you know what? That's the thing. People think that because they went over there, they're happy. And that's all a show. Just like when y'all put on a show and y'all give them a show, to try to make it seem like you healed and you doing good. They doing the same thing. It's not all peaches and roses over there. And that's why sometimes, I mean, because one thing y'all got to understand, these people self sabotage anything that's good. So even if it is rosy and peaches and cream, they gonna sabotage because they don't believe that they deserve
Exactly.
anything that's good. So it's not gonna last. But then they're not gonna let you see that it's failing. They would disappear first until they come up on a new lick to make them look good before they even resurface for y'all to see them. They never gonna let you see them down unless you're going through a court situation. You will never fully get to see
Mm-mm.
what these people are going through because they're never gonna display it. Nobody ever displayed the bad on social media, ever. Not you, not them, not nobody. And I also want to say this too, that when we have conflict, it all ends in you negotiating your feelings. You always leave that situation unheard, unseen. This person do not understand. Well, they understand, they just refuse. And we always end up negotiating what we want just to make them happy in these conversations.
And a lot of times you be checked out. I mean, most of the relationship, I gotta have my mic here. I honestly said I was checked out. Like, a lot of people be like, how can you do all of this? How can you last so long or whatever? I don't think 3 years was that long, but it was long enough. But the way you can like stay in that situation is one, you in the Lululand. Two, they pick people who come from a level of vulnerability. Either they are a single parent, either they come from a household of trauma where they have high resilience and they're trained for this abuse. They're trained to make excuses in their head of bad behavior and evilness. They're either in church and vulnerable there, feeling like that they're so broken that they have to, be forgiving and accepting of everybody else's flaws, even if it's the devil. That they have sympathy for the devil somehow, because when a narc cross their path, they deal with them. But these are the type of places, the way that the narcissists hunt. So when he hunt, he find people that will be deluded, that is willing to go ahead and these breadcrumbs make it seem like this is the best relationship they've been in and all of this stuff. Is horrible. Even when you hear the recap on some of them people that be unaliving a person, when they go through their story in life, in the pictures, it's horrible. One person's not smiling. One person obviously seemed miserable. They had a video of some guy blowing up. I remember those days, and we have to remember the bad times, like banging on the door, like open the door. What's wrong with you? Da, 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 da. All of that stuff happens dealing with a narcissist. Even if it's something very nice and you guys are going to a nice place, they're going to ruin it. They're going to be banging on the door, arguing. They're going to start a fight. They might leave on a vacation for a couple days and you just don't know where they at. All kind of stuff happens. It's always it's always chaos, confusion, and calamity. That's all you get. Them three C's.
That's it.
And that's the
That's it.
thing. They
And
don't.
we sit around here, we got the nerve to sit back and really be sad, be hurt, man, be crying somewhere, thinking you missing something, thinking that they went somewhere to act right. I want y'all to repeat that after me, man. Can you even say a narcissist went somewhere and act right?
Yeah,
Can you?
I thought
yeah.
they
Can I
did. I
can I
was deluded.
explain?
I mean, to say a narcissist went somewhere to act right, the person that has brought you nothing but turmoil, Nothing but chaos every single day, calamity after calamity, lies, deception. It was a war. You were in a war zone.
Yeah.
I mean, every single day, somebody starting to fight with you so that they could cheat on you.
Yeah.
And you think, and we really be believing that we hurt when they gone. Like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do without the person? What am I going to do without the person that lies to me daily, that cheats on me every day, that gaslights me, that fights me, that's trying to destroy me? What am I going to do without the person that is trying to destroy me? What am I going to do?
But you know what, Harry-O, in certain situations, they do go somewhere to act right because they done ran into a bigger narc that has them under control, that has them tamed, that have them doing things that we could not get them to do. I mean, that if they find a manipulator that could play the game better than them, they definitely gonna act right because these people are obsessive by nature and they want what they can't have. So all it takes is for a bigger narc to treat them the way that they treat us, and they will have them by the BALLS.
I'm gonna tell you the situation with the two narcs, because that's my first husband and his girlfriend that he been with for like over a decade. It's a horrible household. So on the outside, it looked like, they this hip hop couple. I guess that's the theme that they try to portray. So in their theme, their characters, all the pictures, it's like the videos and stuff from, I would say, early 2000, late 90s hip hop. That's them. They're frozen in time. That's in public. Now the arguments are, you mad because like you now how you gonna sleep with my friend, but you ain't say nothing. But you slept with my friend. Well, at least I told you I was gonna sleep with her, but you ain't tell me you was gonna sleep with him. That's a horrible argument. This is the things that my children, now that they're older, and some of them are grown, but when they go there, this is the type of arguments that they have to hear daily. They fight in that household daily. They just neither one of them can
Daily.
sustain on their own. They can't afford to be on their own, so they got to deal with each other because they burnt out. Ain't nobody trying to keep them long term, so they go always get back with each other, and they always thinks, I'm probably watching or whatever. But it's a horrible life. The children, and they done been sickly all throughout. Is she doing witchcraft? She's like a practicing witch. This is a horrible existence, to the point where all the cars break down. The yard is full of broken down cars. I have to pray extra, break curses off my children because they be acting ziggity boo. This is the stuff that comes out of that once they finally
Yes.
get the person they design to be with. Now they can handle that drama. They've been on the news for home invasions, all that stuff. Nothing good. They made the news a couple times. This is their life. Chaos, confusion. They had the children have been pistol whipped, all of that stuff. And it's like it wasn't an upgrade. It wasn't a downgrade or upgrade. It was just a whole different pond. It was a horrible life. I could not imagine my life going through that. My house got shot up once. I was done. I'm out. It shouldn't even got to that point. But we was married, and that's some crazy stuff. That's the stuff to deal with.
Damn. Keisha,
I know.
hey, Keisha. Every time-
But to deal with me, I healed. Okay, I went to the session
Hey,
and I
hold
healed.
on.
Understand, I did heal.
Hey, y'all, Keisha said, I was out of there. After my house got shot up the first time, I was out.
I know.
Hey, Keisha,
I know.
good
I should have been
God.
out of there a long time ago. But it was like high school
Ooh.
sweetheart stuff. And then, you done had the children and you really trying to make it work because we was like, we don't want to have step parents in this. It's those vows you make, but instead of saying you made a bad choice.
That part right there. That's the part right there. He done shot the house up. Keisha's still in there. Okay, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna be the bigger person.
Maybe if you go to counseling, well, let's just relocate. That's the stuff you do in your 20s. That's dumb stuff. never be the ride or
I
die.
needed that,
Never
Keith.
be the loyalty because that
I
happened.
needed that one.
And it did happen. But
And
I was out. I was like, deal breaker. I don't want to have to. That was deal breaker for me. I had my family there that night. Like, I need to go. It's some shells on here. I don't know nothing. I just know I need to relocate right now.
oh Lord.
He should be like, can't stop, won't stop. We gonna work this out. We gonna fix this situation tonight. Okay. When you get finished shooting the house up, look, when you get finished shooting up the house, we need to talk.
Maybe you just need therapy. If you stop hanging around those people, then we won't get shot at. But he continued to have that happen way after me. And so that's like,
Hey Keith. No, I'm not. No, you know I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because, well, yes, I am. Maybe
I was young.
Because I'm thinking it's somewhere in your head though. At the end of that relationship, you was thinking he might have changed.
I did,
somewhere.
And I still dealt with him a little bit after because we had just had a baby. We had just had the fourth one. We was like, work. That's when it got to Pet Cemetery.
Sense. That makes sense.
I told you it's Pet Cemetery. Don't do the divorce and remarriage. Don't do it. It's not y'all divorce.
Oh, you divorced and you remarried?
No. I almost got remarried.
No, you didn't, Keith. No.
We was gonna by the time we was gonna do the remarriage, the divorce finally got finalized. But we was like, all right, we'll just go back down there. But then the house got shot up. It was just craziness. It was. Don't that sound like chaos? And I'm up here. I just graduated nursing school. Like I'm like going to work, like, you know, everything's fine. You know, being a nurse, you know, everything is all right. But yes, it was crazy. Keith. That's what you get with the narcissist. Chaos, calamity, and confusion.
That sounds, it do sound like total chaos. It sounds like.
But the new supply or the one now, she can handle that. They like Bonnie and Clyde. They do that stuff. That's consistent with the life and the witchcraft and all of that. All is consistent in that pine. What we want to do.
So tell me, what would make you think that after just going through that, and y'all wasn't together that long? How many years were y'all together?
No, that was the first husband. That was 13 years on and off. You always gotta say
on and off, back and forth.
That's a typical phrase with a narcissist.
Up and back.
On and off.
On and off. Sometimes we was together. Sometimes we was together. Sometimes we wasn't. Which is our case in point tonight. You never knew. Guys, listen, I'm telling y'all. Y'all listening to people that were married to a narc, okay? And we vouching for it. The fact that married, you don't know if y'all together or not.
Okay? Technically, I wasn't married.
Good God. Good God. Somebody drop the mic. Somebody drop a mic somewhere. Somebody drop a mic somewhere. Because China, you right. China thought she was married for all them years. Found out later. Nope.
Dang.
Oh, nah, you wasn't.
12 years.
Like 12, I put in 12 years in that, man. Are you serious?
This the narcopocalypse, man. Ain't nothing off the shelf during the narcopocalypse.
Common law or nothing? Come on, man. Come on, Your Honor. Come on, man.
That's what they do.
Man, guys.
The second one, you know what? That wasn't even his name. I'm like, I don't even know how to count this with God because this ain't even your name. I can't even say that was a second marriage. And it was 6 weeks. So I don't even know how that works in life. But I'm just saying, if somebody is not their real name in 6 weeks, I don't know if that counts as technically being married.
Well, Will Powell said it best when he said, we were married without spouses. Okay. Yes. We had some paperwork. Now, I'm gonna just say that. I can't really say we was married. I'm gonna just say we had some paperwork that said that we were supposed to be married. It allegedly, let me say that. Allegedly, we was married. Good gracious, man.
And it gave them access to bank accounts and finances.
A lot of people really want to be married to a narcissist. They really believe that if we was just married, everything will be fine. She'll leave that dude at work alone, or he'll leave one of his side chicks alone, or we're not gonna argue all the time no more. If we was just married, people.
Every other day you talking about a divorce. When you marry a narc, every other day we need to get a divorce. Now I knew I shouldn't have married you.
That's gonna be the hottest topic in your house.
Divorce.
That's gonna be the hottest topic in the house. Divorce. When is this gonna be over? What makes this stop?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It's like the things that you don't remember, because you remember like the horrific things, like husband number one, things that narcissists do. They have different like odors, like body odors. And I mean, it's something because they deal with so many unclean spirits. Like I just remember the bathroom would be lit up with like a musty smell that's on the washcloth. I can't even explain it because it was like the washcloth was dry. Like it, when you wash up, it should be smelling like soap or something. But the whole room, instead of an air freshener, it's like a must freshener. That's what was going on in the bathroom, and it makes you turn into somebody else because you just be like,
the only one
y'all see that?
The only one that I can say is the first husband who had that smell. Because Lord, I tell you, those doo-doo streaks and those.
Oh my, and it's horrible because the 18-year-old, and this is how you know what's still going on in a narcissist home when you think that they over somewhere doing better. He was like, I can't go to dad's house no more. That smell, he's like, I can't explain it, but it's like in the bathroom. I said, was it a washcloth in here? Can't say no more. And if you accidentally touch the washcloth and touch your face, that's it. You're gonna be smelling that all day. You're gonna be trying to do some other little stuff, some aroma, some bleach, and all of that, and you're gonna still smell it.
Put a little bleach on your rag and put it in your nose.
I was like bleach and stuff. I was doing all of that because I'm like, I never understood it. Like, how can you wash and have soap and water and your washcloth smell worse than your body? Like, I just couldn't dry. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying with this.
Hey, Keith, did he put soap on that washcloth?
I don't know what he was
soap
doing
on that washcloth.
But you know what, Harry? When your body
but it's still going on.
Consumed with odor, there's nothing.
Hold up,
that
Keith.
can
I gotta
take
ask
that odor away.
I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask. So, how did y'all get pregnant with him smelling like that?
Okay.
was you like tell the truth? Was you like taking deep breaths while y'all was intimate? Like,
if I was incapacitated, because I was trying to be incapacitated, that's how. Or you have to be creative because see, you still be that loyalty because the narcosphere home teach you to start covering up things. So you make up stories. So you get creative. Okay, you got shower, bathtub. That's it. That's the only way something's gonna go down if we in the shower or the bathtub because you gotta. I can't just do this if you're not clean.
I can't breathe with you in the bed, all right?
I can't do it. I'm not that out of it. So it's one or the other.
But you know what? When you
is with the narcissist,
I know, China, you do sound far away, China. Turn your mic up.
Do I? I mean, kind of. see if I
How
can
to
move
wash
this
it.
cold a little bit.
Give
Can
us
you
a
guys
little
hear me
volume on your
now?
mic over there.
Can
I
you hear me
probably should have
good?
tried some oil, some anointing oil before. Like maybe we need to just wash it some holy water or something. Because I don't know if it was like the imps coming off on a washcloth or what. But it
But you know
was
what?
horrible.
When you are so used to a smell that you don't smell it anymore. That's like I realized when I stopped smoking cigarettes 16 years ago and I smell that stuff now. I'm like, dang, people smell like cigarette butts and butts. It really stink. You smell like booty when
Whew,
you smoke
whew.
cigarettes. I'm like, dang, that's what people were smelling. So I mean, once you used to a certain smell, I mean, you don't smell it anymore. And that's what it was. Like I said, with this last one, he didn't smell, but I knew someone right because those farts were a little too watery for me.
Right. Right. I'm looking at Jennifer comment. See, we
Boy,
all got
oh
stories like
boy.
this. I'm looking at Jennifer comment. And that's some trifling stuff. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry you had to experience that. On behalf of the panel, I like to extend our apologies
Yeah,
because
Beth, I saw that.
that is horrible that he would sleep with his birthday suit and be picking his behind. That's the
Ew.
nasty trifling stuff they do. And they'll go use the bathroom or number two, and then try to just get in bed. They like that. They like for doodle to be other places. They eat that
No,
stuff. They have secret
no,
lifestyles.
That's
Okay,
no,
and
like
those secret
no,
histrionic.
lifestyles are
no,
unclean.
no, you're not getting in this bed till you get some water and some soap on
I'm
them butt cheeks.
saying,
No, no, you're not.
like,
Man, and then these
go in
people,
there and do
they
a
are so
bath.
nasty. They leave like black rings on the toilet seat after they get off. It's like, damn, you
Yes,
just took a shower. How is there black tar on the toilet seat?
do the black
Ain't
suit.
no way. Ain't
So
no way.
do we ever feel secure? No, we never feel secure. We feel in danger for our lives when you with a narcissist.
Dealing with
That's
endangered
how you
species.
feel.
Woo.
You're trying to survive every day, and then you don't realize that years are passing by. That's what you feel when you with a narcissist. It's not. It's not right.
Oh my God.
I'm trying not to laugh because I know them toilet seats. And I even tried to get the cushion toilet seat. I tried to get
Ew.
things that won't have the skin on them. They messed all of them up. I
The
was like,
cushion
oh,
are the ones that hold the most bacteria.
I
What are you
learned that
doing?
later. I was like, back to the porcelain. I don't know if you need concrete. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
And they
Hey, hey,
don't
hey,
flush the
Keith.
toilet.
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
think? Do you think that in his new relationship, did he watch himself now? Did he clean
No,
cut
my
and
18-year-old, okay, this is decades later, okay, because the youngest one that was the baby, he's now grown. The 18-year-old was like, no, it's horrible there. Not only is it the filth, because both of them unclean. Like she was a dancer or whatever. Not no, I'm not gonna say a dancer because she was a prostitute pretty much, but they was a house call prostitute. He always wanted to be a pimp. He living his dream. So that's what their lifestyle is. It's uncleanness. And now it's not just the smells and the odors, it's the bugs. It's a lot of bugs. So when you have a lot of
Yep.
unclean spirits, you have either
Yep.
roaches or bed
Or
bugs, but
nets.
you have our gnats, a bunch of gnats, because Beelzebub up in there. But you got those blood sucking bugs. Like either it's gonna be some fleas biting, something gonna be biting you. Fleas, mites, they roaches might even bite, even though roaches usually don't. The roaches in a narc house, something you're gonna be itching. Okay, they got the whole different type of colonies of roaches in the narc house. They be in a freezer, the refrigerator, the stove. They got some that can survive heat. This is this is supernatural. Are you dealing with flies that's like Amityville horror? That's supernatural, and it goes into witchcraft. It goes into Beelzebub and the kingdom of darkness, Belial. Like those are some different type of principalities I'm naming, but that's the level of wickedness that you would know that your person is on based on the type of infestations you got to deal with. I did the research. I've journaled them. I can tell you for a fact that is what happens. They come with them, and when you get rid of them, you don't have those infestations no more.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this too. Is these people are like really crashing out, and I think they are more mentally disturbed nowadays than they have been. I wasn't gonna share this story, but I'm gonna say it. A few days ago, my son, he has grown up. My oldest, he's 27. He has seen his dad, my first husband, beat on me, and he was the one would call the police when he see that happen. And so he was at his girlfriend's house, and it was a couple over there, and the guy was just really just picking on the girl, and he started beating on the girl. And so my son, being who he is, he intervened. And so they were calling for him to come outside, and he wouldn't come outside. But eventually he ended up outside, not my son but the other guy, and he beat the girl again. The police came and caught him on top of the girl, beating on her. And they ended up chasing this dude and found out that he had a weapon on him. So if my son had came outside, we know how that story was going to end. But my son said he analyzed the situation, and he was like, I was not going outside because they were pushing for me to come outside. And
Mm-hmm.
I would have woke up to a whole nother scenario that morning. And I'm glad that God change that whole situation. But yeah, these people, they don't care. This boy got charged with felon in possession and intimidation with a deadly. So I mean, he had the weapon on him, and he was prepared to use it on my son. And these people are getting out of control
Yeah.
because they're not getting their way no more. This information is out here. And so they're crashing out because people are seeing them for who they are, and now they're taking people's lives. And they're
Mm-hmm.
getting worse because this information that's out here, and people are seeing them for who they really are.
Yeah. And then you got the next generation. This, I'm telling you, we in an apocalypse. Even, the offspring of the last acts, this stuff is so crazy because they born with a predisposition to kind of be in that narcissism. Like it's kind of inscribed in the DNA. Unless God intervene and change. It take one parent to like get on the right track, or you gonna have some struggles. But the whole goal of the enemy, he don't just stop with the people that's in that relationship. He is after a bloodline, so he's going after the children. That's primary goal for him, is to get to the children and to wipe them out. It's still kill, destroy. That's the only thing the devil know to do. And his whole
That's
kingdom,
it.
including the narcissists, they
That's
are
it.
wired for destruction because they choose evil daily. And we
You
have to
you
understand
got to know that.
that choice. Like, we think that, okay, they can, if they can choose that, we can pray, we can fast, we can do all of that. If you are in a relationship with the narcissist, you are in a demonic contract. The way the spirit realm works is covenants, contracts, and consents. They cannot go against, God's not going to go against your free will to worship that idol. A narcissist is an idol because they sold their temple to the devil. They have a temple for Baal. And when you get with them, you can't pull them to God. They pulling you to Baal because you already out of order dealing with them. So when you go into that darkness kingdom, they complaining, they irritated, they frustrated. These are all of the emotions that's on the negative frequency. Demons attach to those negative frequencies. That's proven through CERN, where they talk about these particles, that these negative electron particles or whatever that attach to negative emotions. Well, those are demons. Particles are demons. Okay, cat's out the bag. But when you're dealing with those negative spirits and that negative energy, it's going to attach to you. Energy transfer. So it's going to latch on. And then next thing you know, you're going to be accustomed to darkness. You're going to crave it just like somebody craved drugs. That's darkness. You're going to crave the drug of the narcissist's attention. He gave dark attention, or she gave dark attention. None of the attention was good. None of it was life-giving. None of it was elevating, or all of that. Even the flattery was manipulation. So that's dark energy
Yeah.
attention. And you get addicted to the darkness. You got to detox from that. You got to heal from that. You got to not want it and see it for what it is. See the maggots on them, because that's what they dealing with, the maggots. I mean, it's all the flies. Flies was maggots before they was
Yeah.
flies. That's what they got going on. Decay.
And see, and that's the thing. The devil knows that I know what I know, and he can't get to me any other way. So he's gonna always try to attack you through your kids. He's gonna always try to attack you through what you love the most and try to take that away from you. And that's how why even though these people were not good for us, they were removed. That was an attack on our mind, on our insanity, and that was meant to break us. Not It's not always necessarily that God removed that person. The devil will make that person remove themselves in order for you to suffer as well. So it can be a double-edged sword, but we don't know why, but it's all a lesson. And we have to learn from this, because I mean it's they are getting desperate out there, and it's survival of the fittest out there for them, because they're not getting it like they used to. People are not enabling their behavior. They're not having relationships that's lasting long like they used to when they find somebody new, because people is now seeing this manipulation and all the lies, and they're not falling for it. So people are not sticking with these people, and it's getting dangerous and it's getting really desperate out there. So y'all have to be very careful when you're out there trying to date. Even if you're not, the devil is going to always try to attack inside your home, because he wants me so bad that he's going to try to get me by any means necessary.
Every day. Every
Mm-hmm.
day. Every time you think that you can rest and think that you're getting a reprieve, I'm getting a little, is they letting up? Nah,
I just had to do a 2-hour deliverance on my 4-year-old. I'm telling this stuff, people might think this stuff is crazy. I'm telling you, I was sweating. This little boy, he had the chest packs, the biceps. He was turning into something else. The 4-year-old, because that's that DNA. I mean, I'm telling them, narcs. If they really on that high end of that going towards those sociopath, psychopath, those offsprings, you really gotta be prayed up and know what you're dealing with. I mean, it was 2 hours. This thing, something else was speaking out of this little boy mouth. It wasn't his voice or nothing. Even the 18-year-old saying it like, what is going on? I said that would be a demon. I handled it calmly because I understand what I'm dealing with. But the boy has super strength. Stop talking like that. Stop saying that. Anytime I was saying Jesus, I'm telling you, these things manifesting, and you got to handle it. You got to handle it with these children. If you want to have some nice children that's respectful, that's calm, that's peaceful, you got a nice, smooth household, you got to understand deliverance if you breed it with the narc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm decades in on the narc. I'm telling you, I've seen all different spectrums of the narc. You gotta know what you're doing. Everything will be good as long as you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, excuse me, you're dealing with an element, and guys, one of the biggest mistakes that we make is we figure out what we're dealing with, and then we think we got all the answers, so we think we can still deal with them. Oh, I'm gonna let that person know. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind when you call me again. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say that. One thing I want you to always remember: when you're talking to the narc, I want you to be aware that the narc is aware. The narcissist is aware that of the fact that they have done several things to you that should have eliminated all communication. They all have this understanding that if you're talking to me, first and foremost, I know for a fact that I've done things to you that should have made you never talk to me again.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking, you're speaking to them, and they have the advantage. And they have the advantage because they're saying, okay, I've already violated you. I have already violated you. We both know. We both know. It's not a secret. We both know that I violated you. I'm lying to you. I'm steal from you. I cheat on you. I beat on you. I do all kinds of stuff to you. We both know that. So every conversation, any conversation with a narc, the narc already knows they have the advantage, and they know that you're speaking from a place of desperation.
Yeah.
Desperation because you should not be giving them access at all. No, you don't need to cuss them out. You don't need to tell them and give them a piece of your mind. That just let them know, okay, you still talking. You not finished with me yet.
Yep.
And they get
And
a kick out of your suffering. Like their little demons get fed based on the torture and suffering. And they had this lady was talking about Sam's quote, the guy who I don't even listen to him, but the one, the self-proclaimed professor or whatever he does. But he literally said the person that body is checked out. That there's nobody there. No one is home. There's no soul there. There are so many soul contracts. You're dealing with occult stuff, family stuff. You're dealing with different willful witchcraft stuff. You're dealing with drug and addiction stuff. You know, there are many things that can take a person's soul out of their body out, and they can still have a conscience and be blinking and talking, but something else checks in. And they were asking, well, who gets satisfied? Like, who is in the relationship, you know, that's with the narcissist? He was like, it's the sadist. That's a demon. Okay. When you're dealing with a malignant, especially malignant narcissists, okay, because this is a spectrum. You got your horde to the chorus, and then you got your ones that will unalive you. When you're dealing with that malignant one, there is a demonic spirit, a sadist, evil, wicked being inside there as a personality. And that thing is gratified based on the level of torment. Demons love to torture and torment people because they hate humanity. You seen Cardi B eating her little stuff, and she all of a sudden was like, I hate humans. Humans I hate. That was the thing speaking out of her. So every now and then they can be there present, and then they check out and another thing checks in. If anybody see that clip, you can see how a manifestation happens. And it happens just like that. But it's a different voice, a different expression, and all of that. And then a person checks back in. They call it MK, mind control, all of that stuff, but spirits check in and out. But with a sadistic, malignant narcissist, when they are torturing you, when they see that they lying to you and you still responding, they're not thinking like, okay, good, like she's okay, or I'm going to be able to stay here. They're not thinking that at all. They thinking like, oh, I made her cry. I wonder if I can, I'm about to say this. And if I say this, I wonder if I can hurt their feelings. Oh, I think I'm about to just make them think about something I'm going to say for a week, and then they won't be able to work. Oh, I know it. If I say this, then they might kick that child out the house. Oh, I'm going to say this. That's all they thinking. They are calculating your pain. And that's it. How can I hurt their feelings today? How can I get a reaction? A reaction is not to see your loyalty or love. It's to see, do I have the power and control to hurt you again? Because
And
if
that's
they
what it's
hurt
all
you, they
about.
have control over you.
That's what somebody asked the question in the chat earlier. What is the Hoover all about? That's what it's all about. They want to know. They want to know if you had enough.
yeah.
They want to know, did I punish you bad enough? Did I lie to you bad enough? Did I cheat on you with the right person? Did I fight you? Did I steal from you enough to make you never want to deal with me again? Or Have you forgiven me and forgotten about what I did to you? And let's
Yeah.
start all over again.
And it's also too, if you're healed, to figure out how, so they can break you down even more, so that they can tear you down and destroy you worse than they did the first time. Because if you heal, that means there was no success and you could have lost everything and they're still not satisfied because you're not in that slump. They their goal is to control your mind and your emotions. And that's why sometimes even after they hurt their feelings, well, I know in my situation, after my feelings were hurt or I cried about a situation, he would want to have sex to further manipulate my emotions so that I could be even more attached to him and that he can control me in that aspect. So never have sex with these people after you have cried, because all that is just manipulation.
Man,
This
listen.
last ex, he would want to do a deliverance. Okay. Apparently I was always the one possessed, but I really feel like, and this is where it get crazy when you dealing with a religious,
Hold it.
sadistic,
Did you say
narcissist.
is this is it's getting ready to get crazy? I'm messing with you, Keisha. I'm messing with
It got crazy to where the police had to get called by myself because,
you.
okay, deliverance is one thing. But when you're dealing with somebody who is like sadistic, they pretty much a warlock, but portraying to be a minister. So demons is getting transferred. So I'm probably manifesting. I'm quite sure everything. I don't know. Like you be out of your body, all kind of crazy stuff. That is the kind of stuff that he would want to do to gratify himself. You know, a deliverance gone wrong is torture. Anytime something is like making your body do crazy things and you getting through all around the room, that's torture. And I'm not saying it was like that deliverance had to happen like that. I think he was putting the demons in me. Like that's the way I was saying. Like you know, you do the touch, and he fully loaded. There's a transfer happening. So of course, like I'm manifesting, he manifesting. It's horrible, but that is the type of stuff that a sadistic religious narcissist will get their rockers off. And that's the field that he in. So now there's probably a lot of females that is thrashing around, boobs coming out their shirt, all of that, and males, you know, because he'll do that too. And that is what a narcissist get off on. It's things that our man would not even be able to perceive. But the way to really get rid of it, when God was starting to free me from all of that, because it was craziness. That was a crazy couple of years. But what God started doing once he identified the spirit, when you really done and you done with this narcissist, you address that spirit, you go straight for Leviathan, like, hey man, your time is up. I see you, and you expose them, and then you handle it the way the Bible say handle it, that narcissist will leave. You got to go through your grieving. You can't want them back, but you have to stand up and fight that strong man, because that thing will try to destroy and annihilate your life, and it
Come
won't
on.
leave you alone. It will keep coming back. You really need
It's going after you.
supernatural help to keep them out your life, because it gets worse.
For
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Hey, look, let me read off some of these super chats here. Living my best life. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat. Living my best life says, once you start to feel secure, huh, you better find the nearest exit, ladies and gentlemen. Exit stage left.
Mm-hmm.
Sig Thumb. Mwah. Thanks for the super chat. Sig Thumb. Do I got poison ivy? Oh man, I hope
Oh,
I ain't got it. Sig Thumb said, once you start to feel secure, snatch that rug, buddy.
oh
If
yeah.
you ever think that you feel secure with a narc, yeah, trust and believe. Yeah, they about to get you. Linda Evelyn. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat, Linda. Linda said, yes, Ariel, the narc will lie and cheat, steal, and will never come clean. Never, ever.
No.
Never, ever. They didn't steal from you to, you know, show that they're thieves. You know what I'm saying? They didn't
Oh,
cheat on you just to say they're cheaters. No, that's not what it's about. Everything that they do is about throwing you out of sync with what you know is the right thing. And
Yeah.
we sit back and excuse me, we sit back and we want to, you know, protect them, if you will, and we want to. At the end of the day, guys, really, we get the one of the main reasons we get back with them is because, again, we want to feel like Superman or Superwoman. You want to feel like you saving somebody. You want to feel like, yes, I helped somebody, and the thought is that because I helped you, you will do the same for me. You will reciprocate, and it's never going to happen. It never has happened. It's never going to happen. It's always going to be they break it, you fix it. That's the
Mhm.
relationship, guys. If you
And
can
they
And
handle
that's,
that,
and
and they
they don't know
always
how to.
got some story that the ex before you almost got it, almost
Mhm.
fixed me, almost this. First person to love me, first person to show me love. Always triangulating to get you compete with the previous person to make it feel like that you can fix them because that person didn't. It's always that person almost. And that person left because of this. They did me wrong. It's always some sob story. It's never their fault why they couldn't get fixed.
And that's because they're totally demonized. Like, we have to really understand that component. Narcissists are very tortured people, because when you in the kingdom of darkness and the devil is your master, he is not about to be kind to you. You're gonna have nightmares, you're gonna have shadows that you see, some type of mental illness. The only thing they can do is try to sit here and be cruel to others, because that demon inside of them has to be fed, and it's a very harsh existence. However, they choose wickedness. They choose to make whatever type of, allegiance with the devil, with the dark kingdom. They choose to sit here and try to, hurt people's feelings for whatever reason. If they want attention, whatever, from Satan's kingdom. And he is a horrible negotiator. Yeah, he might give them a minute or two here, but he's going to take way more than they can ever give in adoration. Like, that supply stuff, that's why it's never enough. They are like a deep void, like an abyss. They can't just be alone with their own thoughts and their own self. They have to be
mhm,
talking or saying some type of venom or garbage, because that's what's in them. But when we are feeling secure with darkness, that's when we have to, one, cry out to God, but two, we have to realize what is going on with us to make us be okay with that. Like, how much are we trying to be that Messiah, that Savior complex? Because that happens. Sometimes you want to help to a fault because of control. Both parties, codependents and narcissists, have control issues. A codependent feel like, if I help this person so much, they are going to be loyal and indebted to me, and we're going to really build this thing because that's what you would do. But that's wrong for a narcissist. They just take. They need your loyalty. They need somebody else's loyalty. They need all of this, because they can't thrive independently, because they sold their soul to darkness. When your soul is in darkness, that means your finances are going to constantly be drained, or in a some type of topsy-turvy. It's going to be constant chaos. Your cars and machines and all of that appliances is going to always be breaking down. It's going to always be some type of storm, some type of court thing might be happening, either a eviction or child support or some divorce or some. It's always something with the court, some case, usually theft. They got some theft for fraud, so they can't get the best job. It's always something going on
hey,
in their life, because they are tethered to the kingdom of darkness. And we have to understand what that means, because there are two kingdoms in this world that's at play: kingdom of God, kingdom of Satan. And some people, even if they may not know God right now, they might still be chosen by him. And he look at the end and not the present. And so their life is still going in that direction for him. Those are the ones the narcs are trying to wipe out. That's who they send. They want to break their confidence down. They want to break them down mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Because if they can wipe them out, they will never know the greatness that they are destined to become.
Yeah.
But we have to remember that is the real purpose. These narcs and these bodies, Usually if you had about 5 or 6 of them, you would see that it was like the same spirit, different body.
Yep.
That's the enemy
Mm.
gonna keep sending them like calling pigeons. That's all he got. He got another one lined up, waiting at a click near you. Soon as you click in the computer, somebody gonna be inboxing. But you have to get wise and get discernment, heal on the inside, and understand like you don't want to have nothing to do with narcs. And whatever it take to heal, you're gonna go through that healing with yourself and your family, so that when a narc come, you can sense it and automatically boundary.
See, but
Don't
that's
need
the thing
access.
too. It's not that easy. They are everywhere because I'm dealing with one at my second job. And this lady, boy, I tell you, she is really mirroring me to the T.
Hold up,
Like,
hold up, hold up. Y'all talking, but y'all talking like y'all don't know that they everywhere. I mean, really?
Narcopolis.
I know it. I know it. And that's what I'm saying, because she say we can't be around these people. It's impossible not to be, because
You
you're
put
gonna.
that boundary on the access that they have.
I mean, well, if this person is above me in position, I have to give her all access. I can't deny it unless I quit my job. But this lady is mimicking me in every way, shape, or form. My words, everything. And
They
it's
come through that.
dry. You could tell it sounds robotic. Everything that I say, she said in a robotic way with no feeling, no empathy. And she watches me all day long like she's just waiting to call corporate and tell them something about me. I could be like standing somewhere and I could see her peeking, just watching me. It's so disturbing. But, at some point, I'm going to eventually just walk away from that job, because you try to encounter these people, they going to try to destroy your life. So
Yeah.
I'd rather just walk away and find something else than to have to deal with the chaos that comes with, you know, confronting this lady.
And I usually don't recommend ChatGPT. Now I feel about AI and them because they are Nephilim. But in a situation with the work narcs, ChatGPT will be helpful when you're dealing with a boss or a superior that is at the workplace with narcissism. Every conversation needs to be per my conversation in an email. So any interaction, use ChatGPT. If they say something that's offensive, or if they say you didn't meet a deadline, ChatGPT, how can I use emotional intelligence in addressing my manager about an offensive comment that they made, about a deadline that they did not ask me to do? ChatGPT will generate a whole thing, copy, paste that thing, send it to the manager, because you have to use wisdom when in their environment. ChatGPT is part of their B system. So
Now,
when you're using emotional intelligence and you're doing like per our conversation or per this, and everything is on a footprint like a writing, that way if they do let you go, you have that record. And then that's a what they call it is something when they fire you and they're not supposed to. Um
And they're
well,
not
it's some,
supposed to.
yeah, it's like when you get fired and they wrongful termination. It's more wrongful
Okay,
termination.
okay.
And then that's
but
something that
not
you
if
got
the
record of.
employment is at will. They could fire you for any reason because your shoes pink. So
I'm
you
in
have
the,
to
the at will state, and I've won some, because when you're dealing with narcissism, you have to just emotional intelligence. When it's they have their own policies, like they're still revised codes, and if you use it based on a policy, they're not gonna like you anyway because of the light. So when you got
yeah.
that light on you, they got witches and warlocks who are just in these positions. So they see that and they gonna target. But when you have that record, like, okay, per our conversation, you be cordial and everything. Okay, all right. Go to the per our conversation. I know you asked me this, da 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 da. And that's
Mm-hmm.
it. That'll cover you. Like
But you
it's
know
the
what the scariest part of it all was, before I even heard her saying the stuff, I seen that she had written it all down so that she can study. I swear to God, everything I said, she had it written down, studying it. So and now she's starting to say, like, how I greet people. I say, have a great one, or have an amazing day. She'd be like, and I say it with excitement. She'd be like, have a great one. It's just stealing everything I say. And it's like, oh my God.
It's Jeepers Creepers. That's what you be
You
dealing
had
with.
it written down. I saw that. I said, what the helly?
Yeah, you be
That's
Jeepers
what
Creepers.
it is.
I'm telling you. And that's what you're dealing with. Like this stuff is not going anywhere. If anything, it's getting worse because the leadership is jacked up. They in an apocalypse. They started it out, and now here we are. So when we dealing with these type of people, you watch any zombie movie, they don't get better. Once they turn, that's it. The ones that get jacked up are the ones that be having a like husband or wife chained up and the little child zombie chained up. Like I'm trying to find a cure and rescue them. They usually don't make it in a movie. That's what you're dealing with the narcissist. You got the little narcissist chained up. Like I feel like if I chain them up real good and be real good to them, do everything they say and all of that, you still dealing with a zombie. That's demonically possessed that wants to feed on you and turn you. That's what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with the regular humans that's running around surviving. The zombie people. Narcopocalypse.
Is that what you
And we
think
in
we
it.
are? Is that the place you think we are now, Keisha?
They probably got black blood.
Oh my
They
God.
got something
Yeah.
coming out them pores.
I
Black
mean,
sweat, something coming out them pores. They leaving
guys,
butt
I
rings.
mean, you think about
Something's
this.
going
Think
on.
about it like this. Right now, we are in a place in a time where everything is coming off the hinges, and you're seeing people for exactly who they are.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
seeing what people get, how they act when they get money, and then you seeing what people act like when they lose money. So
Yeah.
the one thing about empathic people, whether they have money or whether they're without, they're gonna still be consistent. They're gonna still be solid. When you're around people that emotionally they change, they fall apart, and they start attacking people because they lost money or because they gained money, then
Mhm.
understand what you're dealing with, because money changes narcs. Yes,
It's in the
money
marine
changes narcs.
kingdom. The spirit of Mammon, when God was like, you serve God or Mammon, that's it. When he said you can't serve two masters, God or Mammon. Mammon is the gold little springy spirit. They can find them down in Atlantis somewhere. Yes, that thing, part of the water kingdom. The narcissists, most of their entities that they tether to is part of the water kingdom. You got
There you go.
Leviathan down there. You got Jezebel, she down there. You got Mammon, he down there. That's how they roll. So everything that they do is going to be consistent. If anybody ever learned about that kingdom, they very tight-lipped about it. My channel got black shadowed or whatever they call it because of it. But that kingdom is what dominates all of this whole everything.
But there you go.
And the
Now, you know what?
narcissist is tethered to that. They smell like hamster cage. When Mammon manifests, that's what it's because I
But
say it so much, it's regular to me. But they
but
do have a scent, and it's like the hamster cage.
see, but you know what? That just reminded me of something. A lot of people be like, "Oh, when is they gonna get their karma?" A lot of y'all want to see stuff happen to them that happened to you that they caused to happen to you, but y'all don't understand. They be content. Y'all should let God do that because He know where to hit them at. You don't,
Say
because
that again.
literally I have a guy that works with me, and I did not know that he was homeless until he told me. And he was like, I'm not going to say the cuss word he said, but I was like, oh, I'm sorry. He was like, I don't give a rat's ass. Some of these people don't care because
Mm-mm.
it relieves them from responsibility. And so for y'all to want to see certain people go through what they put you through, it don't affect them like it did you, because these people don't have no empathy, not even for themselves. They don't
Mm-mm.
have a care in the world. God know where to hit them where it hurts. And that's why it's best that you allow him to get that revenge for you.
Yeah,
That's right.
they can be homeless. They can have I asked us like he used to put tissue in his ear for the cockroaches. When they had like they little lifestyles
Crazy.
Dang. Hey Keith, I'm telling you, this
You looking
reminds
so
me,
shocking.
teacher, this reminds me of the first time I went to therapy with the narcissist. We went to marriage counseling with the narcissist. Every time that little lady started talking, the counselor, I, I could not stop laughing. It, oh my goodness, it's just like everything because she was the same way. She was like, like I said, I told y'all the story before, but we in there and we 22 minutes in. She just telling her side 22 minutes. And that little lady was like, whoa, 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 what is going on in here? What do y'all want me to do?
Right.
I could not stop laughing. From the session was over. Session was over at that point because I could not stop laughing. And the thing about it is the way I'm laughing because I'm like, wow, you describing it, but I know it's far worse than what you saying. so so that's part of what's kind of, at me. But at the end of the day,
This is
again,
way worse than we can ever imagine. And when you survive and overcome narcissism, you should get a Purple Heart. You know, that Medal
man,
of Honor,
I'm telling
because
you.
you really survived some stuff. And it's very hard to get through, and a lot of people don't make it. But they can undergo some very harsh conditions. I mean, a lot of them play with poop. That's things in our right mind we will not do. In the mental institution, you see it all the time. This is stuff that they do. The demons like filth. That's why they're called the spirit cooking. They eat puke and poop and lettuce and all of that, and that's what they do. Jay-Z, all them do that stuff. That's the
And they would
spirit
do
cooking.
that to even con the system. Because I know
Yeah.
somebody literally that ate poop in front of a psychiatrist for a SSI check. So she's
Mm-hmm.
not telling a lie. They literally would do those things because they have no morals. When
But
they
strip
have
and
a
bark
There
like
you
an
certain
go.
animal.
goal in mind, they're going to
There you
do
go.
anything they have to do to achieve that goal. And also, I wanted to say somebody said in the comments that they wish that they can laugh at their pain. You'll get there. Don't rush it. You have to process what you've been through. And we can
Yeah.
laugh at it now because we see how dumb it was and how silly we were
Ooh,
to even fall for the stuff. And so now we could just laugh at it because we have gotten through the pain of it. And now we could just laugh at it. Like it was because what we live is literally a comedy movie. And we just
Yeah.
don't see it until it's over. It's like this is really made for TV, our lives, what we've been through. And the stuff, if we even tell people without groups like this, if we said these stories to people, we'll be in an insane asylum somewhere
come on.
because these people do some outrageous things to
Come
us
on.
that when you speak it to somebody who don't know, they think you crazy. I told my family I was being followed. My family told other people I was going crazy. So, I mean, because they
You done
don't
lost it.
understand this. So, and thank God for groups like this. Because,
Yeah.
and you know what's so funny? The same person that they told that I was crazy, I ended up putting her up on narcissism. She saw it and left her boyfriend and went through the same thing. But she was believing I was crazy till she had to go through it for herself and see what I
Mm-hmm.
was talking about because she had to hide her car, going to chase and run and hide from this person. So, I mean, without groups like this, people will literally think that we are crazy. And I'm glad that the world is adapting to this. I don't care how they see it, if as narcissism or whatever, just recognize that we have a global problem of people who
Yes.
are crappy people doing crappy things beyond belief to people and taking people's lives and destroying them literally. I don't care what you call it, just recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you will have to probably, like, I'm about to start planning that relocate when that restraining order up, because these people are cocoa for cocoa puffs, and that's putting it lightly. Okay, they are straight clowns, and they have nothing to lose.
Yep.
And the whole
Ooh,
time, it could be 5, 10 years. They whole time and they
good gracious.
psychotic thinking. They feel like you are the reason they've been failing at life the whole time y'all been separated. And they are sitting there plotting and planning your demise.
Mm-hmm.
The husband number one told me that. He was like, I used to literally sit there and think about how to unalive you. That's all he thought about. The whole almost 2 years we was, I guess, officially separated, going through the divorce process. But then after the house got shot up and all of that stuff, and I had to move to the woods and all this, it was crazy. After all that happened, all right, that's another story. But after all that happened, he said, now that you lost everything and destroyed, he was like, I'm okay with that. And walked over
Mm-hmm.
me and the baby and left with
And they
no
are.
remorse.
I had the first one tell me, I'm not going to be happy till I see you walking down the street pushing a shopping cart. Now,
Yeah,
keep in mind, I got his kids. So
you got
he would want
that kids.
them to suffer just to see me suffer. And then he also told me one time we were in a car. I don't know what type of delusional thing he was going through, but he felt like I was cheating on him. And he told me he almost drove the car in the lake with all of us in it. So they plot
Yeah,
your unaliving while you're asleep all day long. This is something because they
that
are
they
so
literally think
delusional.
about.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because they got a dark demon in their head talking to them, giving them the ideas and the strategy to do it. They'll have
right.
a whole plan for you. And it's so dangerous because I mean it's only by the grace of God that he was not successful. But it's really like this is really their agenda. Like when you think that you're loving them or y'all having a second chance or y'all making y'all family work, they don't care nothing about them kids at all.
They
At
plot.
all. Because they make sure when they
At all.
destroy you, they know that your finances is financing that home. They don't care. They want you to lose your job, lose your home. Even the most recent ex tried to call everywhere and try to get me to lose my home, lose the office, lose everything, calling all these different places until the
Mm-hmm.
restraining order could be enforced. And he knew people in the court, so that took a while. Like everything took a long time because of the people that they might be connected to, because it's so much shadiness that they are involved in. You would never know how deep their web go. But if you see a spider web tattoo, beware. I'm just
Mm.
saying. I'm just saying it might be an
Hey,
entanglement involved.
you
Something
know what
told them
though?
to get it.
You know what though, Keith? That
You got
situation,
a spider
that
tattoo,
dude,
a spider web tattoo.
that dude. I don't have any tattoos. I don't have no tattoos. You know, I'm old school. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
the dragon or the snake.
You know,
Those are the scorpion. Watch out.
I'm old school. I ain't got no tattoos. I'm just, it just boggles my mind how, and I'm not gonna just even point the finger at the chat. I'm gonna point the finger back at me. Well, not so much. Because I think when it was over for me, I don't think that I felt like somebody else was getting into something that was great. I never felt like that.
No.
Never. If I think the most I felt was maybe, and this is a maybe she could have changed, somewhat. But even that, even if that was so, even if that was so, my attitude was, man, so what? I mean, it wasn't like that when it was with me. So if you did go somewhere and get it together, then good for you. Good for you and good for that person. Because that's what was meant for you. But
Yeah.
let me say this to y'all, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say this part. You have to believe that while they were with you, that while they're in an active relationship, I'm walking it slow so you can get the totality of this. While they are in a relationship with you, you believe they met the love of their life. Somebody make that make sense to me, please. Please.
I was like, well, they foreign. That's exactly the
It's Will's birthday
Lululand.
in here, y'all.
Huh?
It's
Yeah,
Will's
it's his
birthday tonight.
birthday.
Who?
William birthday.
Will.
Happy
Are you man? Come on,
birthday!
Will, man. Come on,
Happy
man.
birthday!
Happy birthday, champ. Let me send some happy birthday love to my man Will, man. Come on, Will. But God, I'm saying, how
Oh Lord.
does that even look though?
I
How
thought you
does
was
that
about to
even
play the
look?
Stevie Wonder happy birthday song.
Say what?
Lord.
I thought you was about to play the Stevie Wonder song and be on the DJ.
Jesus,
No.
I just put some bipolar happy birthday in there by accident.
He said at the midnight. We sending you your flowers now, champ.
Exactly.
I'm saying, don't that sound ridiculous though? Don't that sound
Yeah,
ridiculous? While they were married to you, while they were married to you, while they were married to you, they met the love of their life.
hmm and
Somebody make it make sense. Somebody.
It's the
but you know
narcotics.
what, Harry? After they do all that stuff to you, you kind of wish they just go on and find happiness to
Mm.
leave you the hell alone. I know that's how I kind of felt like, man, I just hope this person finds somebody so he would never try to come back to me. And then I want to say this too to those of y'all who are looking for a Hoover. Let me explain this to you. You don't want that, not just for the fact that this person will not leave you alone, but if you deny them that Hoover, they're going to make your life a living hell. Now they're going to try to destroy everything that you replenished, everything that you restored. They are going to try to make you lose everything all over again because these people hate rejection. They are the ones who do the rejection. They are not to be rejected. I saw a video of a girl. She was on a motorcycle and a guy walked up to her and he was flirting with her and he asked for a number. She was like, "No, I don't want to give you my number." And he poured water in her face because she would not give him her number. And that's the world we're living
I've
in
heard of
now.
stuff like that happening before.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's because there's some fools out here. Yes, indeed. It's
Yeah,
some fools
it
out
is.
here that do stuff like that. And I mean,
Then and
man,
it never ends. It's the never ending story. A bunch of them exes, it's a never ending story. Like I just constantly like stay low key or whatever, but they always like different phone numbers, profiles, all that stuff. It's craziness. It's like insanity, and you can't respond ever because even if you say don't call, don't text, don't email, blocking this, every little piece of energy vocal that you give them, they translate it in their brain like, I knew they still like me. I knew they were still thinking about me. And then you get flooded with a bunch of different all of that stuff. You just gotta
there you go.
completely understand that you're in an apocalypse with somebody that is not only mentally unstable, but demonized to the core. And
Yeah.
it's like some Michael Myers type stuff. And it's not like they don't go out fast. People
Ooh.
be running, all on Michael Myers, so they be running and everything. Michael Myers just be
Yes,
walking at a
indeed.
pace,
Yes,
and next
indeed.
thing you know, they turn around, he right there. That's how it is with the narcotics, because
I don't
Yes, indeed.
they
I
Yes,
don't
don't
indeed.
think
get
it's
tired.
just I don't think it's just that they have in their head that, oh, I knew she wanted me. They hate that word no. And
Yeah.
when you tell them no, they become relentless because I've been through that where a person would just pop up at my house, pop up at my job, just sitting waiting on me to come outside. They hate the word no.
Breaking your house and
Right.
everything. That's
Because that
it.
sounds
It
like
crazy.
the word no looks like a boundary to them.
Yeah.
And they're not going to stay in a place where boundaries have been set. So, guys, honestly, a lot of y'all worrying about how to get rid of the narc. How do you get them out of your house? How do you get them to do this and how you get them to do that? Put some boundaries in place. Now, a boundary is not you going back and forth, arguing and all this and that. That is not a boundary. As a matter of fact, that is the absence of a boundary. Okay. A boundary looks like this. Okay. You say something and you say it one time. That's it. If they didn't hear it, too bad. You said it, it's in stone, and that's how you conduct yourself moving forward. That's a boundary.
But
If
you
they
got to
heard it,
stand on it.
if they heard it,
enforce
good. If they didn't hear it, good. Whatever it is, I said it, and that's it. And I'm not saying it again. I'm not doing this again. These people, if they can get you to repeat it, then they can get you to change it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Because
why
it's up for
communication with
negotiation.
them. What you say?
It's up for negotiation once you repeat it.
Exact. That started the read. Okay, we're gonna negotiate that. What you say? Huh?
You seen a video I sent you when the lady was like the perfect example of how it is with a narcissistic female that's the mom. Okay, she had the 4 kids. The dude is in the grocery store. It's like, I just got a DNA test. None of them kids mine. They 12, 10, 8, and 5 or something like that. And he trying to confront her in the store. That's a wrong move because narcs don't care. But he confronted her. He was like, so how is it that none of these kids mine? And he give her the paper. And she looked like, well, what's this? And he was like, that's a DNA test. How come the kids ain't mine? She's like, so what it say? He's like, so you're not the father?
There you go. Because to her, she already knows it. And
Right.
and now she's going into another realm. She knows, okay, at some point,
And she joking with it and
part out. Right. Yeah, she knows at some point he's gonna figure this out. And guess what? When he figures it out, so what? Too bad. Too bad. What you gonna do? You gonna hit me? Yeah, so what? I got 4 kids.
We can be out of your house anyway.
Kids, and none of them yours. You've been taking care of them like they was yours. You thought they was yours. So what? What you gonna do? What you gonna hit me?
Does not. They don't care. And then even going through all of that.
I'm gonna say this. You know, yeah. I can say what you want to say about me, because I would have hit her. I would have beat her up like she was a dude in there. We got 4 kids. You done put 4 kids on me and none of them mine. Yeah, I'm gonna mop the floor with you. See you in court. Here's what it is. I'm gonna see you in court.
I bet she got a bill in her name. So that's at least 30 days. If she getting mail there, that's 30 days. That's our house for 30 days. And one of them baby daddies about to come there and live there. Like, okay, he gonna come visit because we not together. I got 30 days. That's the type of stuff.
It's shorter than that, because in Illinois, if somebody stay with you for 2 weeks, that's our house.
Yeah. And once they get in Ohio, you get mail, that's 30 days. You got to do in the whole eviction process. It's craziness. But they know the law. Narcissists know the law. That's one thing they do know. I want to address the comment in here with the sister. That's the narcissistic sister. You have to be very careful after coming out of an ordeal with a narcissistic relationship with Blue S. Till, what she was saying, because the way that these demons do, they shapeshift. They go to another body. It's like that movie Fallen, but they shapeshifters too. But they will go from the narcissistic relationship to the family member that's also equally a host to finish you off. So you will be thinking like this person is coming, they're going to be helpful, but they don't have your best interest at heart. There is no love in the whole narcissistic Jezebelic community. There's only loyalty. So if I give you a place to stay, or if I do this, you're going to be loyal to me. You got to do something for me. You got to be tit for tat. Even if it's just a story that I can tell about your downfall, you're going to give me something And that's how a narcissistic sibling think. Like they want to make sure they can boss up on you because they always been jealous and envious. And
Yeah.
then they're going to talk about your downfall to all these other people, and they want to make
Man.
themselves look good. You can't put yourself in that other abusive situation, because once you overcome the narcissistic family, that originator narcosphere, then your healing can begin. Before that, you just gonna go in cycles, because then you will need another rescuer. And Satan got another narc near you ready to knock on the door and help you out of that situation with the narcissistic sibling. So that's how that goes. It's like a cycle and a spiral, like a planetarium of corruption and darkness.
See, and I had a narcissistic sister that I grew up with, and she was always jealous of me because we actually look alike, but she's the darker version of me. And she have always been jealous of me and my skin complexion. And those type of siblings growing up try to unalive you your entire life. She had me in situations where my life could have ended, or I could have ended up in prison. Wherever she had me following her, it was always to try to ruin my life. She had got into a situation where they were going to be charged with what is it, attempt, murder, her and a friend. But I didn't involve myself. I was there, but I didn't involve myself in that situation. But that's the type of situations she used to try to put me in. And then their job is to humiliate you, because every time I would get new clothes, she would wear my clothes. So if anybody else saw me in them clothes, they would think they were hers. And that's the type of stuff that she would try to do to me. My clothes, my shoes. She used to talk about me. She used to accuse me of having sex with people, and I didn't. She called me the 304. She spread all those type of rumors because she was jealous of me, and everything she ever said and tried to do did not stick. But it's still continuing. I have not talked to her in years. I have not talked to this girl in years. I refuse to talk to her ever again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you should not.
Yes.
There is no reasoning behind conversations with people that you're going to go through that crazy mess and relive that crazy mess. I'm going to tell y'all, man, I'm at a place in life now where I did not know. And I'm saying this because I want y'all to understand that y'all watching the three of us in real time walk our journey. So you guys are also watching me in real time. I'm telling y'all, if you doing some stuff and you know that your spirit is telling you, man, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Guys, I'm telling you, one day that's going to be your biggest problem right there. Y'all think that being lonely is an issue after narcissism? I promise you it is not. I'm giving you my personal promise. That's not going to be your issue. Okay? Being lonely, no, that's not going to be your issue. Your biggest issue is going to be self-forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because when you look back at some of the stuff that you put up with, man, I look back at some of the stuff that I put up with, man. I still don't believe it. To this day, I'm sitting there like, wow, how? Who were you then?
Right.
Seriously, those are the questions you're going to be asking yourself, because once you build yourself back up, once you get back into that place where you start trusting you again, you're going to be in disbelief. You're going to be sitting there saying, it ain't no way that was me putting up with that. It's no way I was putting up with nothing like that.
Oh
And,
my God.
and guys, when you find yourself putting up with the craziness, you putting up with it because this person has taken your standards Well, I ain't gonna say they took them down. I'm gonna say you allowed your standards to be taken down so low, literally to a place where there were no standards anymore.
Yeah.
And I had the nerve to be shocked and surprised that I'm putting up with it. I'm actually like, you really was running game like that on me? You, that's what's gonna get you right there. That part right there. Because you're gonna be looking at them and say, whoa, you was running that on me? Oh my God. Come on, God. Please don't say I was doing that. Good God.
But you
But
know
I mean,
what,
it is
too?
what it is.
It
Hmm?
also, for me, I have certain situations where it's going on, even, on this show. I've gone back and watched, videos and look at the chat, and people have said things about me. But I want to tell you guys this before you even take anything in them comments seriously. Go back and rewatch the video, because my words were completely twisted. When I had not once have I ever said it took me a month to heal. I said it took me a month to apply the information that I heard. I hit the ground running in a month. I've said it in previous videos. I've said it in that video. You guys have to be very, very careful of the information that you guys hear in these chats after the video, because anybody that can't challenge me while I'm saying it on here don't deserve my words once they put it after the video is said and done. They're not going to challenge you, because their point is to try to discredit you afterwards. Because I've
Hey,
been challenged on this show before on a live, and
hey,
I
that, you know
held
what?
mine.
Yeah, that's a topic I think we talked about before. Like, how long does it take for you to really be over this?
Yeah.
And you know what? Just real quick, guys, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's really a time thing. And that's why I don't really put times on it. It's not a time thing. It's really about an acceptance thing.
Yep.
Whenever you decide to accept that this is what it is, that what happened actually happened, guys, I'm telling y'all, man, it's gonna blow your mind how simple this thing is, but yet this thing can be so simple and so complex at the same time, because we don't even realize we have not accepted that this person really did what they did. I know I didn't. I tell y'all all the time, because I was so green. I was like, nah, man. I grew up thinking and believing that it was always going to be the man that's going to be the one cheating and not coming home and doing this and doing all this crazy stuff. So when it happened to me, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe. I saw it. I was there. I witnessed it, but I had not truly accepted that this is what it is. Guys, once you accept it, oh, you really did that to me. Once you accept that, you really did try to hurt me. You really did try to destroy me. See, guys, we want to believe that this person really wasn't trying to destroy us. We really, and we fantasize with that and play with that, and we don't accept it. The
Yeah.
moment you accept that this is what they really did, you're not going to be in pain anymore, because you accepted reality.
Reality,
Before,
that's the
you
issue.
in pain because you're not accepting reality. You're
Mm-mm.
saying, nah, man, it ain't no way. Ain't no
And
way. I'm still sitting here in withdrawal right now, like in disbelief, like, wow. But I'm not saying I'm in disbelief of what happened. I'm saying I'm in disbelief of what I did about it. Like, wow, you just took it. You just sat there and laid down and took it. And why, with no explanation as to why. Just,
right.
hey, I'm gonna figure this out. And it's nothing to figure out
Yeah.
because the biggest pain, the big guys, you have the answer. Let's be clear about this. It's not that you don't have the answer, because you do have the answer. You just don't like the answer. You
I
want to
like
Right.
try
that.
every other possibility first. Okay, well maybe if I just shut up and don't say nothing and they come home and then and then hopefully they won't say anything. Okay, when that doesn't work 10,000 times. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just hey, they say something to me, I'm gonna say something back to them. I'm gonna argue if they argue, I'm gonna be cool if they be cool. And you try that another 10,000 times. At the end of the day, y'all, you know the answer. You
Yep.
know the answer.
And by no
It's just like
means,
paying bills at the end of the month. You know these people want that money. You know
right.
the answer, but it's like, hey, if I got some options, let me exercise every option in the book before this. And then you scared. You like, but I don't want to deal with this heartache and I don't want to be
That's the thing.
lonely.
The lonely is the issue, but then it opens the door for mind control and witchcraft. These dark demonic powers that people don't know about or understand, they are in operation on the bloodline. So when you are feeling lonely, it's like the devil coming to you with that invitation, like, I got something for you. You got to give me something that you're not going to miss much. That's your mind and your soul. That's what happened when he presents this package of his vessel to the person. The person gonna come, they gonna be helpful, they gonna cook, they gonna be like, hey babe, hey baby, and oh babe, I was thinking about you, and da da da. Everything that you want to hear, everything that you want to feel, they're gonna be able to do caress, finesse, all of that from the
Mm-hmm.
devil. But he coming to collect that mind and that soul like Rumpelstiltskin. Remember our deal? It's gonna be after the love bomb phase. He
There you go.
coming to collect on that deal. And by
There you
that
go.
time, you so wrapped up in a bunch of things going on. It's like you got pharmakia sorcery, and then you got that type of manipulation word sorcery. When you so wrapped up in that Delulu land words, when people give you hard truth, I give people hard truth sometimes.
Yep.
They cannot understand it. It's like you will hear
So,
it,
yeah,
and then you will like in there,
because
and
the
they go
hard
in there and
truth,
you just say, but
Keisha,
that's not kind of how my situation is. But I
Keisha,
understand you. That's it.
but Keisha, their hard truth is the truth that they know already. They already know
And
that.
they
They
self
want
deception.
they come to you for options. What give I've used all of these options. Can you give me some
But
more
when the Bible say
options?
you know the truth and you don't do it, like those who know the word, they know they hears of the word, but they don't do the word. It's self deception. They said you look in the
Yep.
mirror and you walk away and immediately you forget your reflection. That is how it is in the Lululand. Once somebody go into self deception, meaning that they have been lying to themselves so much about a situation. It can be a mom. Well, she can't be really like out to hurt me because that's my mom. No, she a witch. She don't like her children. She hate her children. It's possible. That self-deception would keep somebody in the Lululand. It'll keep them in a spell trap. If it's they dude or they wife, oh, they can't do that because we got kids. They really like family. I seen them cry. I didn't self-deception. Once you start lying to yourself, only God can heal that. Only
And
God can come in and heal that type of mind. That is like a mind that if you are yourself deceived, can't nobody get you undeceived because it's
and
like
that's the
having a
thing.
helmet of lies.
People don't come to us for solutions. They come for yes men. They want us to agree with what they want to do. And then when you tell them different, just like last time, they were saying we were shaming this person because she was healing for 4 years. It wasn't the shaming. Like I explained, I don't want nobody to end up like my sister did, crying and deteriorating over a man. She couldn't get her mind together.
Hmm.
I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm going to step on your toes to make sure you get through this alive. It's never to shame anybody for looking at somebody's page after 4 years or not completely healed after 4 years. It's not to shame you. I'm going to give you the hard truth. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear,
There
because
you
then
go.
you're not going to get it.
And the
Exactly.
Bible
Because
say like you will
that's
know
why
the
they're
truth.
not getting it, because it's like when you keep on tap dancing around the truth. See, you can't keep tap dancing around it. You got to throw people directly into it.
Yep.
And guys, we are here strictly to help you understand what it's like the moment, you hear me? The
Mhm.
moment you step to that answer that you know you have to step to, when you truly face the true solution. You know the solution, you know the answer to your
And you
issue.
dealing with, you also got people dealing with trauma. So when you got when a person got a very traumatic background to the point where dissociation happened, that's a whole different ball game. That will delay healing because you're dealing with fragmented parts, and you got to figure out which part is still holding on to the lie. That was my situation. The trauma was so horrendous, and all this other stuff didn't happen to where a lot of memories just wasn't there. It was just a lie. So it was like
Keisha, hey,
parts.
Keisha, hey, Keisha, I promise you, I'm giving you a pass.
But
You know
I'm
me,
telling you,
this you,
somehow
I'm giving you a
the,
pass. Good
you
God.
never know the truth with the narcissist. But somehow the grandma was like, "Hey, it was three witches around you when you was a baby." I don't know what that's about.
But you
All
know
I
what
know
though? Let me say
is
this. Let me say this, Keish. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all see, I love just listening to Keisha's stories.
to
Because
be the
good God
truth.
Almighty, Keisha got some stories for y'all. And I say that because there are so many people with those same kind of stories. And you
Yeah.
have to be able to listen to somebody bring that to the table. Because see, I was the one, I used to think, nah, man, I had the craziest situation ever.
China's
Nah,
stories is the
not
survivor
even
ones.
close,
It
right?
gave me strength to speak up because it's like a lot of times you don't want to say anything because it seemed like so taboo and out of way. But
Exactly.
this whole thing with the trauma and the parts and the splitting, the first husband, that's 13 years. Another, the second one, that's 8 years. Like each time the time frame shrunk, but these are long-term relationships, marriages, and engagements, except for the 6-week pastor that was a fraud. But other than
So
that,
you talk
okay,
about the
and it was an
pastor.
accident that
The,
happened and someone was not here anymore. A lot of things happened that made that whole situation
so,
that,
and
that,
that's my
that
point. That's my point right there.
I
That
wasn't in my right
you
mind.
have to have, and guys, you have to have somebody that can bring that to the floor. You gotta have somebody that can bring that, because Keisha's bringing it to the floor and she coming with it. She's standing
Because
on her
that's
truth. She's
because
standing on
people,
her
I
truth.
see why they would be in it because I was the one that was like, the last person was homeless with no teeth and addicted. I'm like, oh, it's okay. You got a
Now hold
Bible. We can
it.
work this out. This can work.
hold
Are
it.
you
Hold
reading?
it.
Okay.
Hold it.
That was
So,
a whole nother
so,
level of
so
desperation
guys,
right there.
so when y'all
It,
look at Keisha, and y'all like, it's no way a woman that fine was with a man that ain't had no teeth and he stink too.
you got the narco.
No way.
You got the
Yes, there
narcosphere
is a
family.
way.
Okay.
Yes, there
They
is.
edging the stuff on. The grandma's a minister. This is a man of God. This is what you need. You know, you got a whole bunch of
That's
other
all she
mind
said.
control chanting going on in the background. That's why you got to get rid of that narcosphere family. I realized that after the last cruise. China, you were so right. I don't know why I did that to myself with that mama. That is some crazy stuff.
Mm,
But
Good God. Say
lesson
that.
learned.
Say that. Say that. Hey, Jazzy. Mwah. Thanks for that super chat. Jazzy said, I thank God for finding this channel, Harry. Hey, I thank God for finding you, Jazzy. Rockwell. Mwah. Thanks for the super chat, Rockwell. Rockwell said, I love y'all.
Love you
So much
too.
healing takes place in here.
Right, Gail, you can call her walk with
So
us. It's
what are
right,
y'all
Gail.
thoughts on the Narc Coldplay CEO and the meetup location and dates? Hello. So we got the location. We got the location, y'all. We coming to DC.
You're the only one
I
happy.
thought I thought we was going to Vegas. I thought we was going to be
Where the
going on
Pentagon
a cruise.
at?
But this thing, out of this thing, y'all, listen, Linda, listen. So, guys, this is a place where incredible things happen. Now we have not made the dates official because I just said we're gonna let the place be made official today. Because I got to still coordinate with these ladies. They got real schedules and real lives too, right?
I quit anytime.
There you go.
YOLO.
So I still want to make sure, that we are able, and I found, and yes, I secured the venue. Yes, indeed. Hey, listen, hey, China. This time the venue, it's gonna be draped out for us. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna have a nice one, y'all. So, guys, listen. I've been telling y'all since I started this that I've been working on my little stage play. And guys, at our first meetup, you guys are gonna get to witness. Okay, y'all gonna get to witness. Y'all gonna get to see Keisha, and she gonna do her thing. Y'all gonna get to see China, and she gonna do her thing. Y'all gonna get to witness. Y'all gonna get to see history. Yeah, hear me? It's history going down. Stage play. Now that's all I'm gonna let out about that. We're gonna work on the dates. You know what I'm saying? It is this year. And it might, well, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be real soon, but it ain't gonna be far away. It ain't gonna be way in the back of the calendar. But yes, we coming to DC. And guys, it was actually China came up with the idea. I was like, me and Keisha was talking because me and Keisha was like, man, a cruise would be the best thing, man.
They got that food.
At least we thought that. But there were some concerns initially. So we just said, hey, you know what? And when I talked to China, it was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense for us to be able to do this so that we could go to every city. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? And
Let me
there it is.
let me
What?
add this. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
All of you guys who don't live there, I suggest that you book a ticket and you come to this one, because this one is gonna be one to remember. I
Oh, this is gonna be
promise you
it, man.
guys.
Yeah.
This is
You
going
guys
to
need
be
to
it.
be here,
This
because
is
the
gonna be it.
details that we worked out and everything, you don't want to miss this. I promise you.
You're
It's
not
gonna
gonna
be
leave the same. You'll have
Yeah.
materials, you'll have everything that you need to equip yourself to be successful in this healing journey, because it's a lot that you can get like on the sessions that we talk about here. But a lot of times when you go in depth and you have like material, you have your worksheets, different things that you need, different skill sets that we gonna give, all of that stuff.
Ooh.
You will leave out
Did
and
you
you
see that?
will be armed and equipped to deal and overcome any narcissists that come your way. And
It's
it don't
gonna
matter
get
if
real,
they're
y'all.
place friends or anything.
Not
We
just that.
got you.
I
It's
like how you
gonna get
said
real.
that. I like how she put that. And yes, guys, I'm giving y'all a guarantee. Y'all hear
Yeah.
that? Y'all hear that? Did you hear that part? Somebody either yourself or somebody that been dealing with this, and they cannot break free, and they afraid. I'm giving y'all my personal guarantee. And I'm putting that person in the front of the building. Whoever feel like I just can't break through, I just can't, I'm not getting it. It's, I'm still feeling down. It's been years since that situation. It's been this. It's been okay. When I hand y'all the date, the first date, let me say that part. The first date, it's listen, you have no more excuses after that.
Yeah.
After that, you have no more excuses. It's not going to be, we're going to do what we do, but guys, it's going to be a lot more elaborate than just what we're doing right here. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be a lot more detailed and elaborate.
Yeah.
And y'all get the chance to witness my stage play, the session, guys, the session. You guys are coming to the session. It is going to be phenomenal. I promise you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the best event that you could say you went to. You're gonna
Yeah.
leave there feeling like, whoa, good God Almighty.
And we will get into that deep stuff too, like the trauma informed care, CPTSD. Like those are just like extra certification things that I have, but I'm telling you, I'm addressing from the real, authentic perspective. The stuff that they
Mhm.
saying, some of it help, but you gotta attach it to the real. You gotta attach it to the what's really going on. And you're
Yeah,
dealing with a narcissist, you can't really overcome this thing without going into like what's happening spiritually, because that stuff.
there you go.
I don't know who else been choked that night, but I have, and that's not fun being choked by something you can't see. Okay,
And you
not
know what? Let me add this before I forget. And I do want you guys to understand this too, because like Harriel said, we had some concerns. We are suggesting that you guys do provide your own hotel and everything, because
And I'm gonna let
that's,
y'all know. I'm gonna give
yeah,
y'all some. I'm gonna give. Actually, the way we're gonna do it is, I'm gonna put, because I'm right near National Harbor, so it's several hotels right there, and we're gonna have a little shuttle bus situation to get everybody to the event and back to the hotel. Everything is gonna be bop bop bop. I'm working on it. I'm piecing it together just day by day. So yes, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna be accommodated. It's just gonna be an event for everybody to come out and it's gonna be coordinated. You know what I'm saying? It
right.
might not be well coordinated, but I'm gonna coordinate it as much as possible. And because at first we were talking about just like making a whole weekend, and it was like, okay, do we really got to do the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? You know what I'm saying? So we made it so that
yeah.
it could be, an event so that everybody could come out and y'all get to meet us. We get to meet y'all. And we get to really step to your chin about getting you through this process. Listen, everybody, when you walk in that door, just know life gonna be different when you
Yeah.
leave out of there.
Yeah.
Just
Mm-hmm.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold me to that. Hold me
And
to
I
that.
give
Come to me.
hugs. I give hugs.
I'm not a hugger.
I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger.
Like, oh no, okay, okay, maybe
Oh
this is
my goodness,
I'm
Keisha.
a
I do give
How you
hugs.
crybaby.
gonna not?
I'm a
How you not gonna
crybaby.
hug the people that care about you so much? It's a
I'm
family in here.
working on
Yeah.
it. I do give hugs. I do. It just take a while. I was in a narcosphere. Okay, I
Yes,
just got my identity back. What 2 years ago?
man.
But
So
we will
like
deal
I
with the
said, man.
fragmentation and stuff.
Like I said, y'all, this event, it's going to be a very, very well put together, nice event specifically for you guys. I'm just going to say you want to be at the first one because it's going to kind of set in stone how this tour is going to, how it's going to be. We're going to be actually end up being in everybody's city at some point.
Yeah.
But the one in DC, it's my city. You know what I'm saying? It's my city. And we gonna set this thing on fire. Everybody who's been in a bad situation, everybody who's trying to figure it out. If you're still on the fence trying to figure it out, you wondering, why do I still feel like this? Why do I still want to look at that social media? Why do I still want to see what's in that phone? You ain't gonna feel like that no more.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna feel like that no more. You ain't gonna be
Yep.
walking around with that heavy burden on you, because telling you something is one thing, but I'm gonna put you right up there to the test, to the task. I'm gonna put you right there to the task. You're gonna be put on display. Yes, indeed. In a good way. In a good way. Christina said, "We gonna come to Canada?" Yup.
I
I got my
sure will.
passport. We just waiting on China to get her passport.
Look, don't put this on me, man.
We just waiting on China, y'all. As soon as
I was
China get
like
a
a comment
passport,
on my
we're gonna be
passport.
in
They made me
Canada.
take my
We're gonna
picture.
be in London. Shout out to the London family. Yes, indeed, we will be there, guys. Yes, we will. We going to Africa. We going to Asia. We going all over the world. Yes, indeed. As
Yep.
soon as China get her passport, well, we gonna start out right here, though, y'all. We starting right here in DC. Yes, indeed. We
It's
starting
only
right here in
right.
DC.
It's only right that we do.
Look, the librarian said, "Bring your holy oil."
I will have now about a Pentagon. Whew.
Say,
Because
what
you
we
know,
gonna do? Lay
they,
hands on one another. Oh man, ladies
I
and
do
gentlemen.
specialize in slap deliverance.
And I just want to advise some of y'all too. I know y'all got this whole this little beef going on, but stay away from the White House.
We not gonna mention none. We not gonna mention none of that.
No.
We not gonna mention none of that. The whole time. This is all about not just about awareness, but this is all about healing. This is all about healing.
And
Okay.
this is National Harbor.
Yeah. National Harbor. It's called the National Harbor, and it has some nice hotels there. And even if some of them are a little pricey, but there are some that are like right near there that are not as pricey. So we got from Holiday Inn all the way up to the Four Seasons. It's on you. You pick what you want to pick. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
this overlooking the ocean?
It actually is not the ocean, but it's on the Potomac River, so it's on the water.
Okay,
Yeah,
with the wheel.
you see
And
it. So you
guys,
watch. You looking at it. There
Yeah,
you
if
I'm
you
go.
all is interested, please inbox Harrio and let him know so we can plan this appropriately and make sure that it's enough space for everyone. I would love to see you all. Like you said, we're coming to your city, so we'll see you there too. But I just think that you guys just need to make that trip. You really, really don't want to miss this
Hey
one.
man, y'all
yeah.
not gonna want to miss this, especially
No.
when we start really promoting it, man. Y'all not gonna want to miss this, guys. Yeah, and the people who already here already on board. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
understand how life goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The DC family, good gracious, y'all in
Hey,
for
fly,
it.
drive,
DC,
whatever you
Virginia,
got to do.
be more. We got a few cities right here in the metro area. That's why we call it the MVA. Oh, I'm
I
sorry, the
can drag.
DMV. We call it the DMV. There you go,
Carnita
DMV.
talking about, so let's go fund China's passport.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not the money. It's I'm lazy.
yeah, she gonna
For
get it together.
God's sake.
China gonna get it together, y'all. She gonna get it
Oh, you
together.
can't have no hair accessories. It's pretty much like a mug shot. I was on there like looking confused, and that's my picture. I was like, it's worse than a driver's license.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Listen, all roads lead to DC because that's what we do. Y'all, listen, if y'all not a part, if y'all don't know about DC, I'm gonna introduce y'all to some of DC culture. Okay. Y'all know what mumbo sauce is? Y'all about to learn. You
The
are about
silence.
to learn. Y'all gonna learn about
Wow.
DC.
Because
Y'all gonna
all I
learn
got
about
was the
DC.
monument. That's the only M I got was the monument.
And the
The
Pentagon.
monument. There you go. There you go.
He was a crappy
We ain't
tour
doing that shit.
guide. Oh, it was
Hey, you got
awful.
to see. You got to see the White House. You got to see the monument. What do you mean? Those people come from all around the world to see those monuments. You know, yes,
Smithsonian.
yes, indeed. You can say you went to the monument. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what, y'all? I think I missed everything because he was so damn tall. I couldn't get over it.
You know what? It's crazy because everybody tells me that this. I guess because I'm sitting down, everybody think I'm short. They be like, "You short? You like
He's
4'3"?"
I would have thought you were short.
Mm-mm.
I'm not
It
tall at
happens.
all.
It happens, guys. Y'all are in for an absolute treat. Yes, the DC family is where we're gonna start, and then we're gonna navigate our way right on through the country,
Yeah.
and we're gonna keep going. We just gonna keep going around the planet.
Yep.
Yes, we are. So we're gonna need all of our family here to show
Yeah.
us love and support throughout this journey. Yes, indeed. So y'all get ready because I want to see y'all in DC. That's right, Philly. We coming to Philly, but we want you to come to DC too.
Yes,
The
sir.
whole situation. Everybody. We're
Oh,
gonna have a
Philly.
ball. We're gonna have a ball. And most of all, y'all gonna be feeling incredible. You're gonna be, this gonna change your life, man. This gonna be a life changer in your life. It's gonna be a life changer. That's my word. That's how it's going down. You know, we got lighter moments on here because we're on the internet. You know what I'm saying? We're on the internet.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I met Kanita before. I was on
Did you?
travel. I met Kanita before. Yes, indeed.
It's a
Ah,
giant.
Man.
say what?
She said she was 5'2" and Ariel's a giant to me. Why ain't Tina's tiny?
There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
went.
There you
I
go. I
went.
think I'm about a little more than a foot taller than Kanita. Kanita's a little tiny, petite, you know. Yes, indeed. Cool people. Cool people. A lot of cool people here. So, yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen, again, that's what we starting. I'll have the date out to y'all very soon.
And
But
it will
trust me
be
and
for
believe
healing.
me,
Like
I'm about to plaster
we
this
your
date
heart
on
with that.
everything. This date gonna
Oh
be
my.
plastered all over everything. Okay. Yes.
And I might have a draft copy of some type of book that I might write. That's like
You
10
might.
pages.
Well, you got a little time. You got a little time to get it together. Yeah, it would be nice.
If I put
It
something
would be
together, it
nice,
will only
ladies.
be
It would
exclusive
be
for the
nice if y'all
tour.
had that together in time.
Oh, it would
But you
definitely
know,
be together. But that's exclusive for the tour. Only for the tour. You can only get it if you come to the tour.
There you go. There you go. Say that. Say that. Say that. So, ladies, what y'all gonna leave these people with this evening? You know, we done gave them this incredible news. What y'all gonna leave them with for the weekend? Give them something.
Well,
Give them something. Give them something. Give them a sneak peek. Give them a sneak peek.
happy birthday to William. Gonna start there. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. I'll be acting silly. You see, you get your silly back when you're done dealing with the narcissist.
yeah.
But what I want to leave people with on a serious note, this mic makes me feel important like this. You will never feel secure with the devil ever, ever, unless you like filth and hot fire, because that's all that they have. Even out of their breath, their mouth is hot fire and filth. But they never intended for you to feel secure. When you got with them, you were sought out as prey way beforehand, way before the interaction. They studied you. Even when they were interacting with you early on, they were studying what make you tick. They were studying what things you were willing to compromise. They were studying everything on how to execute your demise. And once you come to that realization, that will help your healing, because you have to realize the monster that you were dealing with. not the human that you had compassion for, but that beast inside of there that was sitting there planning to take you and your generational bloodline out of here. And all of the resources, all of the finances, all of the blessings that you built up, take it completely out. It don't matter if they look like Joker or look like some type of goon, whatever. They could have looked horrible. They don't consider themselves to be bad off, and then you get with this person out of a pity relationship thinking like, well, I must be a prize to them. They don't care at all about that because they're demonized. They look at it like, ooh, this fool gave me a chance. I'm about to take everything they got and move on to the next house to rob, because they are thieves by nature. They steal, they destroy, and they unalive. That's what they daddy do. That's what they do. So they're all thieves, they're all cheaters, and they're liars. Those are horrible demonic entities, personalities to be dwelling with. So when you first see that, you will understand that there's never security. They cannot offer it. It's not capable in their brain. They always have to be messing with a bunch of people because that's what uncleanness does. It spreads the filth. So you count it as mercy and grace that you were able to get enough sense to get out and escape. This is an escape, as painful as it may be. But once the healing starts, you will be able to look back and realize all the words that we're saying, how true it is. You have to see them for that monster that they really are and quit lying to yourself. The more that you lie to yourself, the longer the healing process takes. Don't lie to yourself. Trust yourself. Trust what you saw and understand why you had to get out. There was never security with them.
I
Right
want
on.
to say this. I want to say to those of you who say that you want to be able to laugh at your pain, just understand that, this smile was paid for with a ransom. Jesus paid the price of blood for me to be able to do this again, for me to be able to sit here with my soul intact. They took control of our mind and our bodies. But once that ransom came due and Jesus paid that ransom, that's why I'm here. I'm here by the grace of God. Through Jesus' pain, I am able to laugh, not through mine, through his, because he paid a bigger price. He went through far worse pain for us. Just think about that. You will get to this point. Don't rush it. You will be able to laugh at everything that happened to you. This stuff, even though I'm laughing at it, it's still a trigger. It's still pain. It's something that I think about because I allowed myself to go through this. And it's something that stays in the back of my mind because I don't want to allow my children to go through what I've been through. So it's still there. You gonna laugh at it sometimes and you still gonna cry from it.
Mm.
But it depends on you. This stuff do not go away. It's like I tell people, I have a cut on my arm and this cut has healed. But at the same time, when I see this cut, I remember where it came from. Even though I don't think about it every day or sometimes see it and don't think about it, but it's still a reminder, even though it's healed. So even though you're going to heal, that pain is still going to be a reminder of what you've been through. And that's the plan. So you won't go through it again. And so that you can keep your character and keep your morals, because we dealt with people that did not have morals. That's the difference between them and us and their evil. Their souls have been given away. They didn't sell their souls. They willingly gave their souls away because they wanted power. They wanted to be godlike. They wanted to be invincible. And that's why they think they are and they do all this stuff to us because they think there are no consequences to their actions. And even if they do suffer the consequences, they're never going to take accountability for it. And that's the difference between us because we can heal because we take accountability. We sit through our pain. We don't allow these things to trigger us into doing some evil to somebody or saying, well, I'm going to start hurting people because I was hurt. We have a good heart. Don't change your heart for nothing. Pain is growth. A lot of people are scared of heartbreak, but the only way to grow is to go through pain. So sit through that pain because you're gonna grow and you're gonna laugh longer than you were in pain.
Go ahead. Amen. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead. I told y'all. I told y'all. Don't say I didn't tell you. Because I told you. You're not going to be the same. Whoo, man, oh man. And I love it. See, for me, it's just a beautiful experience, you know, to have to go behind women that are serious about what they doing. See, the thing is, women are seriously competitive. They coming to the table and it's gonna be right. That's the beauty in this. That's the beauty in this. So you got to go hard in the paint. And if you ain't a member and you ain't, you know, into God and godliness and stuff like that, don't even make it out. Don't even waste your time. It just ain't even for you. I'm gonna put that disclaimer out there right away. You know what I'm saying? I cannot help you if you don't even believe in the voice that's talking to you, that's inside you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be no reconnection because you don't even, you know, you just all the way somewhere else. You definitely need somebody else to help you. You dig? So, excuse me. I'm just gonna say that all I want to do is give you what God has given to me. All I want to do is lead you to something that's right. We done heard all the lies. We done seen people stick us for money and everything else. We done been told, we done been lied to, we done been robbed of everything. And that ain't what this is about. That ain't what this is about. This is to reconnect you to what we connected to. That's what this is about. To reconnect you to what you was connected to before you was you.
right.
That's where we going. That's what this is about. This is about making your life a life again. Like when you came into this world, and you were full of life, full of possibilities, full of growth, full of potential. Yeah, and the devil got a way of making you think that don't exist no more. But God got something for you. Got something for you, just for you. And it's just for you. The one thing that I know for sure, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing that I'm sure of every single time is God ain't ever, ever, ever let me down. Never one time. Shows up on time, every time, doing overtime. You not going to get what you want without God.
Right.
You ain't going forward nowhere. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm guaranteeing you. You hear me? I'm personally guaranteeing you your life gonna be changed. Your life is going to be changed when you reconnect with you. When you reconnect with you, your life is going to change immediately. Immediately. Yes, indeed. And just like we always do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave y'all out of here this weekend the same way I brought you in here, with nothing but love, peace, and
So, right.
yes, indeed. See
Bye, guys.
y'all in
Bye,
DC.
guys.
All the road to DC. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all better come with your A game, because I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's gonna be popping. It's gonna be on. We about to change the world. Are y'all ready?
Sir.
I'll do hugs. I'll do the hugs too.
Okay.
China is gonna get her passport. We said it on the video. China says she's going to get her passport. Somebody call her out in the next chat. She said she was gonna get her passport.
We gotta get you the passport. I
There
can
it
go
is.
to Africa by myself. You gotta go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See y'all next week. Bing.